Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of Hyperfixation, the podcast, your weekly deep dive into the niche and the eccentric. We are back in Minecraft. It's been a hot little minute, but I thought, it'd be nice to come back to things. Yep, and gee, I've missed it. Well, apart from the occasional griefing by some creepers, things have been going well. Not much has changed to my house. A few modifications here and there, just, quality of life updates. But, I sort of gave up on the nether after a while. I did my little stint in there and then stopped having fun, so I moved on to something else. Well, actually, you will probably remember that I had a bit of an interaction with the TARDIS. So I grew a TARDIS, just to recap, and I figured out how to build stuff inside it. What that turned into was me journeying deep into the TARDIS, into the Eye of Harmony cloister room, and I was able to reignite some cloister torches and open up the Eye of Harmony and power the TARDIS. I built a console, figured out how to do all of this. Now, I did have to look up quite a few guides because the mod works really well, but it's a little, not counterintuitive, but it's hard to pick up, I would say. And there are things about it that are uber specific, but it has so many features that I sort of don't even mind. But anyway, I did some flying, tested it out, flew around for a little bit just to get some experience up, because the more you fly it, the more TARDIS experience you gain. So I was doing that, and then I was unlocking more and more features. So I now have a fully functioning TARDIS. And, what better to do than decide on some new decorations? So what I landed on, I tried a few options out. I tried some stuff from the TV show. I found some custom ones, but none of them really suited me nor the podcast. And you know me, I am all visuals and no substance. So I thought, why not just make my own? And wouldn't you know it, here we are. Here is, I've got a little landing site. This will be home base for the TARDIS. This little police box. I've done a little bit of decorating to the outside, just to really fly the flag of the podcast. Police boxes don't go out of style, even if the source material show it's come from does. But I'll open up and we'll have a look inside the console room. This is it. I built it. I designed this particular model, and I've redecorated, and I quite like it. So come down here. This is a variation of the TV movie TARDIS. Let me power you on. I've got a toolbox here. Here is my console. This is my armchair. Yep. So we've got this top platform here with my little hat stand and the doors. And then sort of around the edge is this gantry. This is the bulkhead that leads further into the TARDIS. Over here, I've got a little nook. Over here, I've got a few other Hartnell TARDIS add-ons. So I've got an astral map, which opens up the menu. I've also got some food machines, which I don't know how to use. I've also got a top gantry up here, which is just some extra features. I think you can climb these posts. So these posts are from a mod called Immersive Engineering, and I used a few different things from Immersive Engineering to build this. So this is only achievable with mods. A lot of this is vanilla Minecraft, like this blue concrete, like the sea lanterns, which work as very nice roundels, actually. These are roundels, the sea lanterns, and on top, I've just put a trapdoor. So it looks a bit more circular, but even by themselves, I think they look pretty good. So yeah, this gantry goes all the way around just as a top level, and then you go down to the main flight deck. So over here, we've got this lovely sort of blue. I would say this console room is a healthy mix between the Peter Capaldi's Toyota console and the Paul McGann one. Is sort of where I guess I drew my most inspiration from, and the Hartnell one. I would say they're probably my three favorite TARDISes, so that sort of makes sense, I guess. Anyway, I really love this sort of custom design. Oh, there's so much that's fully customizable as well, so the console may change, the room will definitely change, but this is the Hyperfixation TARDIS. We'll go down here. We've got this lower level, which I've left pretty bare, so I can expand on. I've got a few monitors up. I've got some workbenches from Immersive Engineering and a few other mods. These are some fold-out beds from the Hartnell room. I've tried to keep it looking a bit more functional than anything else. I'll tell you what saved me actually in the design process is these wall mounts. They look really cool as like brackets. It was a little complicated actually. So yeah, the exterior and the interior are custom made. I might even do a little behind the scenes of how it all actually happened. But the mod gives you so much to work with. Also, like based off my flying and my experience, I was able to, let me go downstairs, upgrade and level up my TARDIS. So I'll show you what I haven't really done much else to the interiors. This is what the level up room looks like now. Got an ARS egg. ARS egg. So this is what this room looks like now, and it's because it's massive. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. But it's enabled me to do quite a lot, so I can do a lot now. So my flight speed is a lot faster. I can change, obviously, the appearances. I can materialize around other entities, which is cool. And also I can hop between dimensions. So I might even use this to get to the end. Oh, what if that's what we do? Use the TARDIS. I'll fly it around for a bit, show you all how it works. But also just doing some exploring. It's got basically infinite hallways. Like, I would have to use my map system and, like, see if I can work out a way to get some waypoints up. I'll show you the Eye of Harmony as well, and the cloister room. Again, haven't done much to this space, and, you know, I might even... I mean, it is, I would say, fairly heavily based on the Paul McGann one, but I might just add a few things to it. You never know. But yeah, the Eye of Harmony is indeed open. And I don't want to die, so I'll just show you what that looks like. It looks really cool. Like, for those of you who are interested, there is a way you can make it bigger on the inside via a technique called via a mod called Immersive Portals. Now, I was pretty keen on this, but I couldn't make it. It wasn't compatible with some of the other mods I had, and so I had to sort of think long term, and I was like, look, the Doctor Who thing is fun, but it won't be the make or break of this series. I'm on a bit of a Doctor Who bend at the moment, but the series is, I want it to go in different places, so I wanted it to be on the same save file, so I didn't want to be limited by it. So I've made the hard decision just to have it in two separate dimensions and not to have a bit of a loading screen in between, which I don't mind. So one thing I haven't gotten the TARDIS yet is sort of any amenities, like any Minecraft stuff. So, but I think it'd be really helpful to have like a little garden set up in there. Like, I know I've got this one here in my base, but I'm just going to chuck all this in my backpack, and then I've got a thing in it. I can't remember whether I covered this last time or not, but I've got a filter that will automatically feed me, which is great. Like, food in Minecraft is one of the most annoying things ever. So, all right, let's go on an adventure. So, close the door. And let's see what my computer bank says. This is a waypoint. Yeah, okay, great. So, let us really make it nice and crazy. All right. Is the handbrake off? Handbrake disengaged. Let's go. Oh, got to flick some switches. So when we're in flight, you'll see that I have these little pop-ups which are handy, and they tell me what buttons to press. Yeah, so it gives you a few button prompts to do, which is pretty fun. And we've landed. There's also a way to look at the outside. But you know what? I don't know where we are. This is the fun of adventuring. We've just taken the TARDIS on a trip, And yeah, I have no idea where we are, so let's have a look. Oh! That's okay. Wow. I had no idea it could even spawn on water. It's pretty cool. And there's a dolphin! Oh, and some fishies. What sort of fishy are you? A flying fish. Oh, they've got cute little noises too. Yes, and it's just started to rain, which is nice. We'll have a little explore while we're here. I should remember where I've parked her. So it's actually really just cool that you can just fly the TARDIS, you can make it random, and it's this like portable home for you to have. It's not quite going to replace Hyperfixation HQ, but it's definitely added a lot. What's happening over here? Oh, there's some pillagers. Oh no. Yeah, some of them attacked my home actually off camera, which is not ideal, but so I'm gonna just defend myself. Just stand by, folks. Yes, I'm defending these whirly sprigs or whatever they are. Oh, sorry, I thought I got you. Yeah, there's some beautiful little environments. Let's take another trip. Let's see where else we can go. And you know what? I think I've got, how many arrows do I have? I've got 61 arrows, and all my stuff is enchanted. I did some enchanting as well. I can't remember whether that was on camera or not. But, you know, I've got a nice little setup now. And now I can sort of just keep exploring and advancing mods, and I think I'm going to... Yeah, I want to make a little garden inside the TARDIS, maybe use some cloches, maybe travel in time a little bit, use it as an excuse to do some exploring. We might even see if we can stop an ender dragon. Oh no, we've got a distress call. The ender, I can't even be bothered with some sort of vague. So let's do the randomize. Oh, actually, how are we going on fuel? Plenty of fuel. Okay. Increment should still be up. Let's do randomizer. Let's go. And now we're flying through the vortex. Let's turn the throttles up. Come on, old girl. I'll show you put out to tender. Fabulous. Let's open her up for refueling. Oh. There we go. Just making sure that my TARDIS key is synced. Are you kidding me? Well, it turns out most of my world is ocean. Oh, all right. Well, I guess I'm glad it can land on the ocean then. Black sand. Didn't realize that was a thing. Oh, cool. This is cool. There's a fallen over oak. It's got some moss. There's a creeper. You're not gonna get me, creeper. Yeah, so just to put it in reference, so where are we? We're here. Oh, gee whiz. That's how far away we are. So that's about 4,000, 5,000 blocks away. Let's take a trip into the nether. We can cross dimensions. So why not? Dimension. The nether. And let's randomize. GPS. Where's my randomizer? Randomizer? Oh no, is this one? No. This one. No. This one. Why not? Let's have a look outside, shall we? You know what I could do with an extra scanner up here. I'll have a think about that. Think about that when I'm redecorating. All right. Well, this is typically depressing. You know what? I think it's time we dealt with this damn dragon. This is a bit of a cheat way of getting to the end. I mean, it's different than doing the whole stronghold thing, which I've done about 1 billion times. So it's nice to have a different way to approach it. Well, let's just go. Let's just get there. Let's go for gold. Let's do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna go to the end. We're gonna meet the bloody end. Oh, here's my astral manipulator, which I'm gonna pop over here somewhere. There we go. We can go there. This is a console configurator as well. So that's pretty nifty. I'll even chuck that somewhere down the bottom. Oh, Let's go. Throttle up. Throttle up, baby. Oh, interesting. The dragon is stopping me from entering the end. Pretty cool. Well, how interesting. I guess I won't be able to cheat and get to the end. Oh, they've Noah-proofed it. I think we just go home in this case. We've had a nice little time exploring. Honey, I'm home. That's my TARDIS. So I will probably be making some adjustments to her and adapting it as we go. But, you know, I really like what's come out of it. Checking on my animals. I haven't named any of them. I was thinking of making some stables and maybe making a horse. Hello. But yeah, my little slice of paradise is nice. My little mine. I think we covered all of this last time. Just seeing if there's anything new I've done. Yeah, my enchanting area has been super helpful. It's nice you can see the TARDIS out the window. Also, like my building of the home base, I didn't include on a main podcast episode, but it is available on the Patreon in a little separate video, a little just a fun little 3-minute thing that I put together. I was really happy with how it turned out, so feel free to give that a check. Patreon's completely free. Yeah, you know what? Let's just take the TARDIS for another spin. Let's go on an adventure. Please don't be water. Please don't be water. Please don't be solid ground at last. Oh, this is very nice. There's a buzzy bee. Oh, and a magpie. I wonder if I've been around these parts before. Pretty sure there was like an Australian section one day that I found when I was doing some wandering. It's another raccoon. I remember raccoon from the first episode from part 1. It's causing me some havoc. Yeah, just you know, it's very pretty, and like the shaders really make a difference too. Don't want to stray too far away. Yeah, she's over there. That's all right. She's okay. This is what adventuring is all about, especially in the TARDIS. Yeah, the shapes are just really. I mean, still incredible. Oh, and another meteorite. Yeah, so those of you who've been following along with the series, I found one of these. It wasn't during one of the main episodes. I think it was during. I think it was in Raindrops actually. And this is from a mod called Applied Energistics 2. Now I remember it from. I think it might have even been Sky Factory. But it works differently because in Sky Factory it's another mod type, and essentially what it does is it spawns you in the sky. In a blank sky, there's no ground, there's nothing. And you start from a single tree on one single dirt block, and from there you make a world. That and like a few others, like there's Stone Block, which is like the reverse. You're trapped deep underground and there's no sky. It's a way of reinventing Minecraft a little bit for you know, people who've played it a lot. But yeah, inside this meteorite somewhere is materials to make basically computers. Power it, obviously. Power is a whole thing with it. But yeah, this mysterious cube opens up and gives you parts to be able to print different components. Oh, my inventory must be full. Oh yeah, these things take up I'll just a cuckoo amount of space. Okay, my backpack is full as well. Again, another thing I have to do off screen is probably just some basic inventory management. Oh, what am I talking about? I've got all this bloody sky. I don't need this black sand. I don't need this bloody sky stone. What am I doing? Let's have a look at my inventory, see if there's anything I can get rid of. All my iron. I've got plenty of iron. I don't need this oak lattice anymore. That can go. Sorry, oak lattice. This could be my banishment hole. Just chuck a whole bunch of stuff in here that I don't need. Zyton nuggets I don't have a huge amount of use for at the moment because the TARDIS is relatively upgraded, at least for the moment. I'm going to forget these potions. I'm not a big potion user anyway. In my spare time, though. Gee whiz. It's a spare key. Good to know. It's good to have one on hand. I don't need these slabs. I think that was for TARDIS building too. Yeah, any building... I think I've got a few just bits of building supplies like left over from constructing my house. So you find these meteorites around, and inside them they've got... Oh, good lord. I nearly fell right into this chasm. Do I have a bucket on me? Yes! There we go. Gonna use that to get down the chasm. Oh, that's right. I was gonna work out a way to do solar power, and I don't think I was able to figure out a way. It's not in any of my mods at the moment because I wanna responsibly use fossil fuels. And by responsibly, it's sort of by not using them and using renewable energy sources where possible. I'm definitely going to lose track of my TARDIS. Why didn't I sleep in my TARDIS? That would have been smart. Oh, well. I've got beds and everything in there. Like, I thought about it. Clearly. Those fold-out beds, those Hartnell fold-out beds. Now, I believe these are spider eggs. I don't think they're in the base... Oh, that wasn't a swear word, if anyone was wondering. That was bleeped. I mentioned an opposing brand name that my sponsor wouldn't like me mentioning. So, yeah, that's why it was bleeped. I didn't swear. It's when like a group of monsters all turn and look at you, like you've walked into the wrong part of town. Oh, what is with all the creepers? It's been about 6. Do I have a particular goal with this series? Great question. No. Like with the podcast. Well, actually, you know what? For those of you who stuck around during this episode, guess what? I'm going to give you a bit of a treat. I'm going to let you in on sort of the schedule of what's happening for the rest of the year. So I'm not sure what episode this is going to turn out to be exactly. At time of recording, I believe I've just released episode 27, and I'm recording a few at the moment because I've got a busy few weeks coming up in July and August, and just want to have a few fun ones in the bank. So what's happening with the podcast? So I've got a few things coming up. I'm going to be reaching out to Kieran, and we're going to be continuing some D&D. I'm gonna put it out to him whether we do. Because I'll do another D&D session with him to continue that story, but maybe we'll look at Baldur's Gate 3 as well, because that's got some really good multiplayer co-op options. So I will have a think about that and get to him. Charlotte will be coming back on, of course. Not everyone was happy with Charlotte's appearance on the podcast, apparently. Get Charlotte back on, of course, and we'll talk about... We could talk about a lot of things, actually. I've actually invited Amy back. We're talking through a few things. There's a few guests I approached earlier in the year who I need to follow up as well. We're going to have somebody on who's going to talk through her Barbie collection, and talk about Barbie. But I will not name her in case she decides it's not for her. I've got another acting friend, and she wants to come on and talk about Robin Hood. This is something I've been trying to tee up for months as well. That's down in the pipeline. What else have we got? Well, this is the thing. How many episodes are you going to be doing this year, Noah? Because you've done one for every week of the year, plus additional episodes for the Patreon. I am, of course, realizing that this isn't probably a long-term model. This year is, in terms of my game plan, and believe me, it was rough. And in terms of the podcast, if you're listening... First of all, thank you. I don't have any KPIs. I'm not trying to hit a particular target. I'm not really even seeking monetization, which like I won't lie. I've been looking into, just to see, what my options are. I'll be very upfront. In terms of the future of the podcast, I want to keep doing it. It's a lot of fun. The plan is for this year is we're going to do 50 episodes. So not quite one for every week. That being said, by the end of the year, I'll have done more than 50, if you include all of the Patreon stuff. Different episodes require different work. So, I'm open to different ideas. I'm open to different... There's an Enderman there, and I need his pearls. I'm sorry, bruv. Uh-oh, is he after me? I want to get away from this. Yeah, I want to get away from this live. He's got a little backpack. Yeah, so in terms of long-term plans, I want to do 50 episodes this year. Next year, it's going to be less. my goal for this year was to get like a body of work, so to speak, a portfolio, content, whatever you want to call it. Wanted to build up a solid foundation and then reevaluate from there. And look, these plans are fluid. Like, it's, as much as I joke about having a massive team and a massive sponsor, I'm going to let you all in on a little secret, and that's if you've stayed this far into the episode. So I'm thinking next year to strip back a little bit. Thinking of making the podcast episode fortnightly. So do 25 episodes next year. And then the Patreon and doing things for the Patreon on the opposite fortnight. So alternating. So and then maybe transitioning the Patreon to a paid model. So that is what I'm thinking about at the moment. And look, that truly depends on whether people would be interested in that. I wouldn't be charging very much, but we're in a cost of living crisis, and I don't expect people to be particularly subscribed for this BS. Yeah, the stuff I do on Patreon is a lot more freeing, and I can get away with a lot more, and it's its own thing. Like, the stuff I've done for Patreon has been so much fun and has required a lot more work, generally speaking. Like, the commentaries are really great. They're some of my favorite things that I've put out as part of the podcast, but they require a lot more work. So I'm thinking of, transitioning, making sort of the normal podcast fortnightly and then the Patreon stuff fortnightly as well, just on alternating. So realistically, if you had the Patreon and the normal, it'd still be weekly, so you wouldn't notice a difference. Look, it's just an idea I'm tossing around at the moment. I guess excitingly is that, we're going to have 50 episodes this year. I'm going to be, still churning them out, but I'm going to take 2 weeks off in December. From then, I'm going to do a live event of some kind. I don't know whether we're going to stream it. Look, I'm still tossing around a few ideas, but episode 50... is going to be the last episode of the year. It's going to be our season 1 finale, so to speak. Fingers crossed we get renewed for another season. I'm going to take 2 weeks off in December after episode 49 and use that time to sort of do a bit of planning and do a bit of admin and, all of that, work on the pod and do what I'm officially announcing as part of the podcast is the Hyperfixation holiday special. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I've got some plans in the works that I will talk about a little bit later in the year. It's all tentative at the moment. But I want to book some people in, book in some of the guests we've had this year. And I'm still tossing out some ideas, but hey, if you want to be a part of the holiday special or would like to contribute in any way, even if it's just some vague suggestions, that's still helpful. So look, let me know. So just wanted to thank everyone and to thank you if you're still tuned in. Let's get in touch. The holiday special. It's going to be in the last week, so it's going to be around Christmas and my birthday. So my birthday's late December, the 22nd. So it's going to be around then. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't know about you folks, but I really like the idea of a live event. I'm not sure how we would make that work. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a bit of mayhem. But I'm really, the end of the year is going to be great. I think that's a good amount for today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to return home and call it a night, I think. It's a funny noise. Oh, look at that. Yes, I made it home safe and sound, which is always nice. And it's a really pretty home. I want to build more stuff, maybe a different home. maybe expand the boundaries a bit. But you know, I think there's a long future ahead of us in this world, and it's something I want to touch on every now and again. Yeah, thank you everyone for joining me. It's been so much fun. So thank you. I hope you have a great week, everyone, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Have a great week. See you later.